Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. This is our first show of the new year, and 2023 promises to be another year of great events in our capital city. Our city's Convention and Visitors Bureau is starting the new year with a new name, Visit Lincoln. And the executive director of that fine organization joins me now, Jeff Mall. Thank you for being here to kick things off on the new year.
Happy New Year, happy new glasses.
Thank you very much.
It's a good look, I like it.
I only need them to see.
Yeah, that's important, But I mean, you know, we've been doing this for so long as a Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's a mouthful. We've been referred to as the CVB. Now it's just simply Visit Lincoln. And it really explains really why we exist and really what we're all about. And that's encouraging people to visit Lincoln.
And it's another reason to celebrate that the fiscal year that just ended, fiscal year 21-22, was a very positive one for local tourism.
Yeah, you know, lodging tax collections continue to climb upwards as we get out of the pandemic. 2020 was just a horrible year. 2019 was a record year, but when we take a look at our numbers last year, 90% of all leads that we sent out to our hotels were from regional, national, and international organizations, and 92% of our booked business was from that same more large regional, national, and international market, where for years, Diane, we were always what we considered a drive time 3 to 5 hour regional destination. National organizations are seeing Lincoln. They want to be here. It's important for us to evolve. I mean, we've talked about the Lincoln Youth Complex being announced. And next on my radar is building a convention center in downtown Lincoln. And I can tell you there's great momentum there. So really lots of good reasons to visit Lincoln in the years to come.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff. And keep up the good work.
Thank
there
you.
At Visit Lincoln.
Visit Lincoln. Thank you.
All right. Well, 2023 marks the return of a family favorite, the Abraham Lincoln birthday celebration. The city presented the event from 2001 to 2019 and then had to take a few years off, mainly due to the pandemic. It is returning thanks to History Nebraska, the new home of the celebration. It's coming up Saturday, February 11th at the Nebraska History Museum. There'll be the usual exhibits, the birthday cake, music from Chris Sayer, who's been part of everyone.
Yes.
And performances by Michael Krebs and Deborah Ann Miller as President Abe and First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln. They've been here before several times, and they're big hits.
Yeah, I remember you and I working on this at Lincoln North Star. It was a great event out there, and this is going to be in an even better setting for the event. There is a volunteer committee that's continuing to put together new details. Great opportunity for the entire family. I always enjoyed the young kids going through our Abe Lincoln celebration and just learning. It's like a living history museum, per se.
Yes.
And what a great way to celebrate.
Being able to interact with the President and Mrs. Lincoln is
Yes.
pretty special. Michael Krebs has portrayed the former president on stage and screen since 1994. And Miller has performed as Mrs. Lincoln with Krebs since 1998.
That's really cool.
They're a good duo, and we look forward to having them back in Lincoln and bringing the fun celebration back.
Yeah.
You know, Don Wesley started this.
Did he really?
He's still part of the committee.
Just saw Don a couple weeks ago, and I should have said, yeah, thanks, Don. It's a fun event.
Well, as Jeff said, we're still working on details, but there will soon be more details available at history.nebraska.gov, probably later on in January.
You betcha.
All right. Now, want to also talk about something that's happening a couple days before that celebration. Michael Krebs and Deborah Ann Miller will be in Lincoln 2 days before to participate in a special event at the museum. At 5 o'clock is an opportunity to view the Smithsonian traveling exhibition called American Democracy, A Great Leap of Faith, and that will be at the museum through May 20th. And then at 6 o'clock is a special program Michael and Deborah Ann will share their experiences as living historians and the lessons they've learned portraying this famous couple. And then participating virtual will be Michael Atwood Mason. He is with the Lincoln's Cottage in Washington, D.C. So just overall, they're going to talk about educating new generations about the impact and importance of Lincoln's legacy, what we can still learn from one of our favorite presidents.
Yeah, lots to learn from Abe, and I miss seeing him up Lincoln Mall. He used to have a little statue outside one of the landmark buildings, but yeah, just a great honor for a great man.
Again, more information available at history.nebraska.gov. So, kicking off the year right with bringing back a favorite event, and it's going to be another great year for local theater.
Yeah, excited about it. Local theater, the kickoff over at Nebraska Wesleyan, the Miller Lab Theater.
Squirrels on stage. It's called The Squirrels.
It is, and it's a story of a family of gray squirrels that have nuts enough for 10 winters. This is actually an R-rated satire, and it talks a lot about greed and prejudice. And when fox squirrels go hungry, the fur is going to fly. So
I can't wait to see the costuming.
Interesting to start the year over at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, so Community Playhouse is doing a special presentation, The Mountaintop. It is a gripping reimagining of events the night before the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, it tells the story of Kamei when she, a maid that delivers room service, and King is forced to confront her destiny and his legacy to his people. Sounds like a fun production at the Community Playhouse. I mean, we've started these two productions. Good stuff.
Good stuff. The first one, The Squirrels, R-rated. This one, The Mountaintop, recommended for ages 12 and older.
Yep.
So, all right. Something everybody can see is Company, a musical comedy coming to Tada.
Yeah, a tribute to the late theater genius Stephen Sondheim with this stellar musical whose latest incarnation just won the Tony for Best Revival. This is a Company, a musical comedy over at the Tada Theater. Lots of fun over there going on with Bob Rook and his crew.
All right, Angels Theater Company has another world premiere. This one is the real-life story of Margaret Crane, who became the inventor of the first home pregnancy test. It's called Predictor. And again, it's the world premiere. I know they're in rehearsal right now for this.
Yeah.
There's going to be some outreach and discussions surrounding this, but I believe she's actually going to be here herself.
That's a neat deal at the Lead Center. And through that whole process, there's a lot of things that got lost in science and design. What we knew as the end product and what we know is today, there was a lot of thing that went into that story. So this will be a great world premiere over at the Lead Center.
Yeah, she faced some high odds and expectations to make this a reality, and it'll be a very interesting production, another great production from the Angels Theater Company. Let's move on to music. We've got a special program at First Plymouth with the Conservatory Singers from UMKC.
Yeah, University of Missouri, Kansas City. They'll be here with a program called Transformation. Times are changing, focuses on how music can be a driving force to make a difference in the world. They will be taking a free will offering that will benefit the Lincoln Center for Legal Immigration Assistance.
Now, if one of your New Year's resolutions was to add something new to your daily routine or weekly routine, consider the Monday Night Big Band. This is a free jazz concert. It's held on Monday nights at the Storm Cellar in Indian Village. This is some of the top local professional jazz musicians in the area. It's kind of a different group every week. You never know what to expect, but it's great fun.
Now write this down, artsincorporated.org. It will have a calendar that will continue to evolve. This will run now through February 6th.
All right. Lincoln Symphony has a couple events to kick off the new year. The first one is called The Orchestra Sings. It's described as students across Nebraska being given the opportunity to join the orchestra in this interactive performance from Carnegie Hall's Link Up program.
Yeah, good opportunity to blend rhythm, melody, and the instruments of an orchestra. Arrive early for what the always popular instrument petting zoo brings to the stage, and a great chance to interact with those instruments.
And then February 10th, the symphony is back, this time at the Lead Center for Mozart and Mendelssohn. Jeff, I did us a favor. I took out all the difficult names.
Did you notice that I typically don't talk about those? So thank you. I'm usually like crossing, I don't get that one, I don't get that one, but thank you.
Okay.
It took this long.
Folk singing from China,
Right.
Mozart's Piano Concerto number 25, and Mendelssohn Symphony number 5, Reformation. No hard words in there.
High five.
All right. We've started a new practice.
Yes.
No more hard names.
Yeah.
Okay. And coming up at the Carson Theater, the Friends of Lincoln Chamber Music are presenting the Axiom Quartet. This sounds like a really interesting group.
Yeah, an outreach ambassador group for Chamber Music Houston, one of the Houston's top chamber music presenters, and has become around Texas as being known as one of the most inventive electronic indie jazz pop genre groups of this time. And lots of great things going on at the Carson Theater with that production.
All right, let's talk about some of the other fun events coming up at the Lead Center. Brian Stokes Mitchell will be coming on January 21st. He's dubbed as the last leading man, 2-time Tony Award winner. So he's had more than 40-year career.
That's a long time.
That's a long
40
time.
years on Broadway. And
I've seen
Stokes-
pictures. He still looks great.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
So to be a Tony Award winner and have him at the Lead Center is a big deal. Should be a lot of fun over there. Tickets are still available.
All right. On Your Feet, the true story of Gloria and Emilio Estefan is coming to the Lead. And this has, as soon as I say the songs, you will hear them in your head. Rhythm is Gonna Get Ya, Conga, Get On Your Feet, Don't Wanna Lose You Now. This duo really believed in their talent and each other to become an international sensation.
I kind of feel like while wildly not encouraged at the Lead Center, there will be dancing in the aisles.
Yes.
Right. I think there'll be people tripping over each other to get to the aisle because when you said the rhythm is going to get you, I remember that song.
Who
Dun,
can forget?
Dun, dun, dun. Yep, I got it. Yep,
Okay,
it's in
we'll
my
cut
head.
that part out. Just kidding. They do warn, prepare to be on your feet from start to finish.
I love it. I love it because the rhythm's going to get you. Yeah, we got that one done.
All right, it's February 14th, a Valentine's Day concert is going to feature the winner of the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Jazz Album,
Wow.
Jasmaya Horn.
Yeah, this is the Valentine's Day concert. Will be the Lead Center debut for this 3-time Grammy nominee, 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, February 14th.
Good way to celebrate Valentine's
I
Day.
love it. Meal before, coffee afterwards. Doesn't get any better than that.
Guaranteed hit. All right, we're going to wrap up with some fun family activities. If your family got a telescope for Christmas, there is an event at Branched Oak Observatory about how to use that telescope.
Yeah, thanks to the folks at the Prairie Astronomy Club. They will provide hands-on assistance. And if you have a telescope you want to use, you are encouraged to bring it. I'm sure there'll be some people there to help give you tips on how to do it. I really love what they're doing at the Branched Oak Observatory. They got a large expansion project that's going to be unveiled here this month. And so lots of great things. Matt Anderson, the entire board at what we call the Boo, cannot wait to get you excited about observatory.
All right, and just a reminder that at our observatory here on the south side of Holmes Lake Park, there are programs, free programs about astronomy and space exploration on particular dates. You want to check out heightabservatory.info for more information on the programs, which change monthly.
Yeah, what's interesting is how many people you see go out, whether they're letting their dog out at night or taking the garbage out or whatever, and they look in the night sky and they can't figure out what is up there, what's out there. Two great opportunities to get an opportunity to really get out in space and see what's going on.
Third opportunity is at Pioneers Park
Yep.
Nature Center, Twilight Hike Stargazing. They want you to check in 15 minutes prior. You must register 16 and up. I don't know, do you think it's going to be scary?
Might be the nocturnal wildlife that
Oh, well.
requires you to be a little bit older. I don't know.
Wow. Nocturnal wildlife, astronomy, and natural history. Again, check in 15 minutes early and get your registration. Another good chance to see the world outside of our own.
Yep.
All right, the Lincoln Stars continue their season. Lots of bouts, matches, games. We've had this discussion. I can never remember what it is with hockey.
I'm going to call it a hockey game. You
Okay.
can call it a bout if you like, but that's more like boxing.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know that much about hockey.
So I should work on these descriptors as you take out the descriptors on the performing arts side. So we'll make a deal on that. But so happy the Lincoln Stars. They're having a great season. This is probably one of the best seasons they've had in at least the last 4 or 5 years. Still plenty of tickets available. Great regional competition from Des Moines, Sioux Falls, Sioux City, the Tri-City Storm from Kearney, and I guarantee you sometime after February 14th, the Omaha Lancers, their chief rival from just up I-80, will be coming down to the Icebox. And so lots of great fun, great food, just a great experience at the Icebox.
Always a great game.
Yes.
All right. Now, if you want to be a participant instead of a spectator, you might enjoy the Frosty Bike Ride coming up February 11th.
Yeah, great event going on there. Great opportunity to ride approximately 16 miles out at Speedway. This is a great opportunity to ride at the turnaround point. They're going to give you a hot chocolate break, bring you back for lunch, friends and great giveaways. Great opportunity to get out and have some exercise. You didn't realize what's back in there at Speedway Village, at Speedway Circle, as far as the grounds and so forth. So great opportunity. You never know, it might snow.
Well,
Might be
they
a
say
blizzard.
rain or shine, if it's an extreme blizzard, they're going to consider rescheduling.
It's going to have to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Buffalo bad. Right.
There's also going to be a drawing for a free bike.
Yeah, I like it.
There you go. And now it's time for our first, and now for something completely different of 2023, Lego Pit Stop. You get to race Lego cars. This looks like super fun.
And this seems to be an event that the Museum of American Speed could put on better than anybody else. The folks at Speedway Motors will give everybody their very own custom Lego kit car together, much like Pinewood Derbies, where you get the kit, you had to put the car together, and registration is limited to 20 teams per day. Each team will be giving a Lego racing kit, as mentioned, and extra pieces to help make their vehicle extra fast. And it's a great opportunity to interact with the local Lincoln and Omaha Lego Club.
That's right, it's called LOLUG. They're going to present a custom-built trophy. That's the Lincoln and Omaha Lego Users Group. So a couple websites to check out, museumofamericanspeed.com and lolugclub.org if you want to get more involved in Legos and meet some people with similar interests.
Yeah, and if they've not been out to the Museum of American Speed, it's one of those
Wow.
must-see destination attractions in Lincoln.
We shot a show out there several
did.
years ago.
We
That
did.
was fun. I did not realize how much they had and how rare and beautiful some of those vehicles are.
Well, and they just ongoing expansion out there. They're going to bring in some collections that are nationally known, and so there's a lot of great news coming out of the folks at Speedway. Clay Smith, his entire family have done a great job of building the destination when it comes to speed.
All right. The name has changed. Visit Lincoln, but the website is the same.
Yeah, the website is still lincoln.org. We're still located down at 7th and P at the Visitor Center, which is inside the Lincoln Station. Lots of great tourism information, cold water, all the amenities you need for a successful winter in Lincoln.
Hot chocolate.
We should work on that.
Yeah,
But we
work
have
on
cold
that.
water all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's important.
I know.
Stay hydrated. All right, Jeff, thank you very much. We'll see you next month.
Yeah, good to see you again.
All right. And as we go to break, we'll check out some of the great events at the Lancaster Event Center. And then Charlie Schilling will join us from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Pinewood Bowl. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About, and Charlie Schilling joins us now. He's the Director of Booking for Pinnacle Bank Arena in Pinewood Bowl. Charlie, welcome back.
Thank you, and
Gonna be
Happy New Year.
Another good year for the arena in Pinewood.
We're really excited. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Obviously, we're in the middle of basketball season, but yeah, it's been a fun season so far.
Yeah, kind of just a few games into the conference season, and women right now, as we tape this in early January, are 10-5. They've got some big games coming up. Same with men, who 8-7 still have a winning record as of January 4th.
Yeah,
So,
well, they've got a home winning streak, and then I was just doing some looking at the rankings. There are 5 Big Ten women's teams in the top 16, so there's a lot of
Wow.
competition in this league.
so some good games. It's always fun
Yeah.
at Pinnacle Bank Arena, which is still one of the best basketball arenas in the country.
I think it frames really well to the fan experience, and we just think it's terrific.
All right, let's talk about the concerts you're able to fit in during and after basketball season, starting with the big one, February 16th, Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton, he is one of those iconic performers. He's one of the stars of The Voice, and
Of
we're
course.
glad that he's coming to Lincoln.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personality.
He's quite fun to be around, and maybe he'll bring his wife.
There, you never know.
You never know.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprises could happen. All right, in March, a blast from the past with Journey and Toto.
Journey and Toto, yeah, I made my reference to Toto last time, but it's a really nice package. we think it is a classic rock that everyone is looking forward to, and so that'll be a fun one for us.
It'll be one of those shows where every song they play, you're like, oh yeah, they had that one too. You
I
kind
know
of
that
forget
song.
how many hits Journey and Toto combined had.
Exactly. Yeah, they have. I don't know what their catalog is in terms of number ones or on the Billboard charts, but they've certainly been around for a long time. 50th
Yes.
anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes me feel old, Charlie. Don't do that.
Yeah. Me too.
March 26th is Mercy Me. They've been to Lincoln before, haven't they?
They have not been to the arena.
okay.
They may have been to Lincoln in the past,
Okay.
but we're setting up the arena in this intimate setting where the capacity is smaller, the curtain system comes into play, and we think it's going to be a delight for the fans that want to see Mercy Me.
All right. Monster Jam is coming back to Lincoln, and every time I see Monster Jam now, I'm going to think of Tom Lorenz
Yep.
and how he loved Monster
Yeah,
Jam.
we learned something about Tom. He was a fan. I'm becoming a fan in his footsteps. I have a list of trucks, but I'm not supposed to say who they are. But for the fans that are out there that want to see Monster Jam, it's going to be all of your favorite trucks.
So the trucks are like kind of like the personality.
They're the headliners, they're the personality, and there's a collection of them that are coming.
All right. One of the hottest country stars right now is coming April 29th.
April 29th, we talked about that last month. We're on the eve of the announcement. It is incredible how well Morgan Wallen is doing with his career, and we're really lucky to have him. There are some open seats, so it's one of those hot tickets. If you're trolling for tickets, just keep searching, and you never know when the artist keeps putting tickets back into the system.
Right, and I've heard of people getting tickets even just the final day, going to the box office, and some have just been released.
Yeah,
so.
it could happen. Certainly it's a hot ticket. I know a lot of people are disappointed they didn't get them, but keep trying and you never know.
All right, the last two shows that are on the books right now are both country as well. Kenny Chesney with Kelsey Ballerina coming up May 13th.
Love the package. Yeah, Kenny is an icon. Of course, he plays stadiums, so
That's
we're really lucky to have him. And I think the package with Kelsey is going to be wonderful.
And then Shania Twain just a week or so later.
Shania Twain, I wish I could say there were tickets available. That is a really incredible on sale, and it's going to do well. And I know the fans that have tickets are going to have a special experience.
And again, you might want to check for last minute ones because things happen right at the end.
That's right.
Okay. All right, I know we're going to have another big announcement middle of January, but just kind of have to wait on that one. That's for a show
Yeah.
coming up in August.
We have, in fact, we have a number of shows that are sort of in queue. We have a family event, we have some music, and if things come together, we might have a couple announcements.
Okay, great. I know Pinewood Bowl, May 12th.
Yeah.
Chicago is going to kick off the season, but there's also probably some announcements coming up there as well.
Yep, we're certainly, as we turn into the new year, we're really focused on Pinewood Bowl. We're always excited about what that season's going to look like. We're in that process now, and yeah, Chicago's on sale now, and keep looking for more announcements.
All right, I know there's probably some people who are going, well, if you know someone's coming, just tell us. Doesn't always work that way because you have to work with the artist's schedule or you
That's
break an
right.
agreement.
That's right. The artist gets to sort of announce it's their place, and we yield to them. But certainly, we're lucky to have these artists come to Lincoln and to share our community.
And Charlie, you're very good at keeping secrets and not giving us too many hints.
Yeah. Well, I used to say that I'm good at spreading rumors, so I don't know how well I am at keeping secrets.
It's part of marketing, right?
It is. Yes.
Charlie, thank you so much for being with us again. The websites, pinnaclebankarena.com and pinewoodbowltheater.com.
Correct.
All right. Those are the places to check out for all the great events. It's going to be another great year for both of those wonderful venues in our community. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That is all for this month's Out and About. I want to thank my guests again, Charlie, as well as Jeff Mall from Visit Lincoln. Now, if you missed any of the events featured on the show, stay tuned. We'll run a list again as we close. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about in the new year 2023.
Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.